On this little tiny lake, there's a trailer I came on. This is kind of just one of the little slough lakes, probably an ancient channel of the Porcupine River, and it's kind of just filling in. There's a whole bunch of these little lakes, lots of great habitat for lynx and rabbits and all kinds of other critters. But I was checking some of the traps back there, and looks like a lynx had walked right past one of the sets back there, and it walked into the woods over here. So I just made a couple of sets here about just a few minutes ago. But I saw where it walked in, and I just packed down a trail where his tracks were and set a couple snares. So I got one there, and I got one just about 20 feet up there into the edge of that tree. And so kind of just hoping that that lynx comes back. He'll follow this pack down trail, and maybe we'll catch him. We'll see. I'll head back to the cabin, get some more work done before dark. Off goes Jim on to the next set. I gotta take a video here for a couple of reasons. Number one, the sun came out. Finally see the sun the first time in a few days, a couple days. And number two is this is the first time I've been able to set a 330 on the ground, and I'm not breaking any laws. Can you imagine that? So Jim caught a lynx here a couple weeks ago that got eaten by a wolverine, and so he pulled the traps out, and we decided to remake the set with a 330 for that wolverine. Hopefully he comes back. And then we just added a few other sets while we were here, kind of carpet bomb this. But here we got a lynx leg and a number 4 double long spring there down below it. Boy, this is such a simple setup. The way you put these in, just set the trap right on top of the ground, no bedding or anything, chain it to the tree, just a loop around a chain. And there you go. A few guide sticks. Sometimes he blocks more than this. I didn't block this one too much. And that's wired to the tree, so that wolverine tries to pull it, tries to grab it, and he keeps working the set, pulling, getting mad, and his feet keep hitting, the ground there, and eventually, hopefully, spring the trap. And then over here, we've got the 330, and a little front leg of a lynx there, just a small piece of bait, a little bit of lure. I think it was Sierra Mist is the brand of the lure we're using here. It's a Belial 330, ready to strike. And then the other simple strategy here is pretty amazing how simple it is, really. You just pack down trails. Lynx have been moving through here feeding on rabbits and in all this kind of willow along this river bottom. And you just pack down trails, and they follow your pack down trail. You don't even need any bait or lure or anything. And I'm going to walk this one more time just to get it packed a little better. Over to the snare that he set, and you can see here coming through this tight spot, there's a snare. I think the loop is supposed to be, I haven't been measuring them, but they like to be about 11 inches off the ground. He likes to put some block in there, and that's ready to make a catch. I'll go back through here. Almost could have put another snare right here, actually, but only so many snares around. And then I packed down a little rabbit trail that had a lynx track on it over here as well, and I set this one. So really simple stuff, man. It's awesome. It's actually a lot of fun setting traps, so you don't have to worry about all the crazy regulations, and I'd be in jail by now just setting these sets in Maine. So you can just enjoy yourself and make sets and throw out a bunch of different things. If you see something that looks like a good opportunity to make a set, then you just do it. So this is the most fun I've had trapping in a long time. It'll be even more fun when we start catching critters on this line. So all right, I better go catch up. On this back slough with a porcupine here, Jim just turned me loose to make some sets. So if I'm having an opportunity to make some sets, I'm gonna go after a wolverine. I'm kind of crazy about trapping one, so I get a lynx leg here. I just kind of walked through here, followed a old lynx track, and came up to this upturned root system here. It looks like kind of a sloughed off bank or something with a bunch of roots and stuff. And so I just wired that to a tree root and put some lure down below it, and looks like a number 4 double long spring there and a few guide sticks. And so yeah, hopefully we get something coming through here. I'm gonna actually go back and I'm gonna set 1 or 2 snares on the trail heading up here where the lynx came through. So we could catch, we'll set lynx snares there. We could catch a link or we could catch a wolverine. We'll see. Too late. Well, Jim, how many people you suppose been down this creek in the last 20 years?
Let me see. 8?
8's more than I expected.
Well, me, my brother, my grandson, my son.
So this is a pretty neat little spot, and I would say you're lucky, but I reckon I know what it took to get here, so it's a lot more than luck. So we finally got to this creek where it's easy traveling. And look at this ice. I'm standing here probably, you're 6 feet tall, so I'm about 6 or 8 feet.
Looks like your feet are maybe 4 feet above.
There. Look how much that water dropped since the ice formed. But anyway, Jim says the wolverine travel up and down this spot, so we put a 330 here and an old hole in the bank, probably an old beaver den, and a piece of link meat behind it, and we get it hooked to a drag. So hopefully we'll get something moving through. What do we got for lure on that? Sierra Mist. We're gonna find out. I'm taking video of this.
You are?
Yeah, I just want to see the technique.
Oh, and the fat? This
Yeah.
is Garfield's dad.
See, I would have just left that on and then I'd spend another half hour trying to scrape it off on the fleshing board. That's what I'm going to try to do if we catch another one.
We will. Just don't know if he'll be this fat. Yeah, this gets kind of hard right here. But it does. It gets it. Yeah, his belly. I don't very seldom do their belly gets very nice. It took him so long to thaw.
Your brother made that?
Yeah. I was at that Shinja cabin and we had 2 of them up there. The other one was cracked. But he made it in the 70s, 1974 probably. Or 3 maybe.
What part of the bone is it?
I think this is right, their hoof would be down here, I think.
Okay.
Or maybe on this end. I think it's off of a cow moose we shot. But it was legal to shoot cows then. They didn't have a calf.
In the 70s?
Yeah, when I first came around here, you could shoot a cow, you could shoot 2 moose, 2 bulls, or a bull and a cow.
How would you know the calf wasn't sitting in the bushes?
Yeah, it's kind of silly, huh? Yeah.
Probably why that didn't last.
Well, I don't think there was enough moose around here to kill 2. For everybody to kill 2. And the season went from late August till the end of the year. You know, like the end of December.